Welcome, everybody, to the very first episode of Degenerates in the Nosebleeds. I am your host, Lawrence Wolendowski, and I'm joined with my lifelong best friend, Marshall Bears. Go ahead and say something, Marshall. Something. Great start. Love to have you here, Marshall.
Thank you.
And so basically, here's our very own sports show, and here's how we're going to start it off with. And we're going to start talking about how Las Vegas made a interesting move this what was it, Tuesday? Monday, during Monday Night Football. It was like halftime or something. They fired, or John Gruden resigned over emails sent back in 2011 that was some were racist, some were misogynistic, some were homophobic, and we're going to start talking about that. Oh, yeah, very bad.
You name the category, he hit it.
Yeah, very bad.
Let's also just point out the fact that this was a firing. I hate the
resign motion.
Well, you know how they do it in sports. Resigned. Come on, so you got fired.
Right. It's like the air quotes, like, hey, he resigned. He got fired. I would like to say that he got fired.
I'd like to say that he got fired for mistakes.
Because no, you go ahead.
I was just saying the timing of it's very just odd more than anything to me.
That's the thing that really messed with me too, was the timing of it. I didn't like how when it first came out, it was only the email. And this came out Thursday or Friday before, the firing on Monday, before all the other emails got released. And I think the big issue is it sets a kind of a sour taste in my mouth. And I can't really talk about the stuff on it because, I don't really fit any of the narratives he was going after. I'm not. Yeah, I'm a white man. I'm not gonna. There's tough for me to talk about this because I haven't experienced any of it. But I think the thing that left the sour taste in my mouth the most is how there were no one really calling for his head when it was first released. How he made fun of I can't think of the guy's name right now. Though he used to be something in the NFL about how he the racist remarks were first released, and then kind of how no one was really calling for his head then, and then all the other emails come out about homophobic and how misogynistic and stuff like that. Then he gets fired, and because then it kind of just that's poor timing.
Well, I also find it interesting that the NFL and whoever it was decided to release all the emails too. Usually some of that stuff's kept a little more private.
Oh yeah.
But it was kind of let out for everyone to see everything he's ever said, which is kind of confusing to me. Because in my opinion, I would have kept the emails kind of off the list and just fired him and just put out a plain old statement that he said this, and that in emails, and he's gone because of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems weird to me.
Right. It's just big mess, a big problem.
Do you see Derek Carr on it?
No, I actually didn't. What did Derek Carr have to say about it?
Derek Carr made the statements yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, you're not supposed to make those statements and stuff like that. But he also goes, if this is the choice, let's just release everyone's emails.
I agree. I need to see what else.
Yeah, Carr basically is just making the point. Let's see how many people start sweating if you see your private emails and stuff go out. So.
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. And another thing, as much as I love to take digs at the worldwide leader in sports, he was an employee of them at the time, and I like how they haven't said anything about it. They won't, and it's sad. They need to. I feel like an apology, just because they, has to be said about that.
A simple apology or acknowledgement.
Yes.
Acknowledgement of saying this happened and we regret it. Done.
It's just very
literally
sad.
3 sentences. 3 sentences. Done.
Right.
Simple. I don't know. What do you think the Raiders are gonna do moving forward, though? How much do you think that's going to affect their season?
I mean, a lot of people have them written off, man. And who do they play this weekend? They play Denver. That's at Denver, too.
I'm going Denver this week.
Going Denver. Yeah.
But regardless, I feel like this does take a big knock on their season. It's just the Raiders being the Raiders again.
Exactly, and it's sad to see because from week one, they took down Baltimore in overtime in week one, and you kind of think, oh, right, we got the tracks moving, the team's looking nice, and then this just happens,
Yeah, Interesting. I'm curious to see what John Gruden does after this, if he does
Nothing.
anything after
Nothing.
this.
He's done.
He's
I
completely
don't
done. You
think.
think?
I don't think we're gonna hear from John Gruden for a long time,
Long.
and a
So you see him as
if
like
we
a high
ever do
school head
again,
coach.
if we ever do again, because I don't think we'll ever hear from him again. I think he's done,
Well, he's
and
made enough
rightfully
money. He
so.
can probably go retire.
Yeah,
I just remember all the dumb old quarterback camps he used to do back in the day.
those were terrible, man. I hated
They're
those.
pretty bad.
I hated him as a
Those were
commentator.
really, really bad.
I've always been
I,
on the negative Gruden train, and it's just you
it,
know,
it's unfortunate to see it
very
happen.
unfortunate. It's yeah, that there's no right. I do like how Mark Davis did take it into his own hands and did fire him because it was
Yeah,
there's
Mark
no right
Davis.
there's no right space for any of that in the league.
But let's be straightforward. I think this is the first time I can say with surprise, Mark Davis took the high ground. Like, out of any owner,
Or if anyone, it's Mark Davis. Yeah.
it's Mark Davis is gonna do something stupid as an owner.
Yeah, and it's just that's such a great. I mean, just a terrible thing that happened. It's like some dark cloud over the league. Like this is hitting national news, and it's worse that there's gonna be so much more coming from this because the lawyer actually just now, as of like an hour ago or 2 hours ago, I saw it. He finally just read all the 650,000 emails from Brandon Allen from the Washington football team.
Oh no.
So it's we got a lot of stuff coming out here in the next couple days.
Football team's emails are gonna be bad.
Bad.
I have
Terrible.
a really bad feeling about them.
Me too. Very bad.
Do you think they could ever change their name, or are they just gonna keep the football team forever?
I like the football team. I think they should keep it the football team.
Yeah, we were talking like I think you gotta stick with the football team, or
I like
I don't know.
everything with it. I like the acronym with it, the WFT. It's nice. It's it's different. It's and I'm getting used to it now. Last year it was kind of weird calling them the Washington football team over and over again and laughing about it. Because it's just a joke. It's funny. But I think it fits.
I think they're gonna keep it until they start to struggle, and then they're gonna be like, rebrand time to sell jerseys.
Right, and the whole Sean Taylor thing is just a whole nother big mishap that happened there. That they dropped the ball on that. How are you going to honor this man's, career, and only give people a 3 days notice on it? That is terrible. There needs to be more. I mean, come on, they're dropping the ball left and right.
The only good decision that team has made in a long time was hiring Rivera as the head coach.
Rivera, and I like their GM. I like Jason Wright a lot. Jason Wright is a great guy. I like him a lot.
Okay, let's put it this way. Their football side of things, they're doing a good job. It's just everything else is kind of sketchy.
They got a team together there, man. Their defense was supposed to be top of the league, and a lot of, they were talking about that, about how they could be, top of the league at the beginning of the season. They've kind of been very underwhelming in defensive wise, but they could bounce back anytime. Chase Young's a beast. That's basically all I know about that defensive side. Chase Young. I'm trying to think of other ones off the top of my head. But I like their offense too. Heineke, Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson. I like their offense. I like where the team's going. And I honestly thought they might have won the division, if Dallas wasn't that good. So
I'm sorry that it's gonna be them all the way in that division.
Yeah, that's Dallas.
Challenging them.
No,
that division's really weak.
I agree. Anyways, let's get into these Kyrie Irving news. So Kyrie Irving is basically Marshall, go ahead and tell us about this because I don't know much about this story. I know he's just basically refusing the vaccine.
Simple as that. Kyrie Irving doesn't want to take a vaccine. NBA and the Brooklyn Nets are telling him, hey, you got to take it if you want to play and practice with the team. And Irving's flat out making the statement, hey, not going to do it. Not going to do it. It's against my beliefs, whatever the case may be. I don't know his exact reasons why. I just know he doesn't want to do it. And it's going to potentially end up costing him like $17 million. And he's not.
So do they tell him he can't play if he doesn't have the vaccine?
Yeah, basically, because it's like the New York mandates. It's like like Brooklyn, New York, like that city has mandates to hold events and things like that. You have to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
That's why you saw similar things in San Francisco with like the Warriors and stuff like that. Like all their players had to be vaccinated.
Right.
So basically, Kyrie's gonna miss out on a potentially a lot of money, and Kyrie's just skipping out because he's afraid to take a vaccine.
Yeah.
Just I don't
That's
know.
that's kind of
It's
sad.
weird, but it's kind of
That's
sad
very
because
sad.
they're a championship contender this year.
Absolutely.
Now,
Uh,
honestly, controversial opinion. I feel like they're going to be better off without Kyrie Irving now.
really?
I think there's a little too much drama, and Harden gets more on ball.
That is true. They do have
I
James
feel like,
Harden.
and I feel like Harden's better on ball than Irving.
So who would? So James Harden, he would probably be the starting point guard over Irving, and then they'll have someone else play shooting guard, or
Yeah, that's what I would assume they'd do.
Harden can play the point. I mean, it could happen.
Yeah, you
I,
never know.
I don't know how I feel about this. I really don't, because I
No, I'm
think
mixed.
you should have a decision, as always, because that's basically how our whole nation, America, has been founded upon. But also at the same time, it has been scientifically proven, time and time again, that it is okay to take. So I don't really know what he's trying to fight here.
Let's just say politics and move on. This is a sports show.
Thank you. Hey, you know what? I like that. So moving on, staying in the NBA though, we got Ben Simmons. Marshall, what's going on with the world of Ben Simmons?
Initially he said, "Hey, not coming to camp. Not me. Get me out of town. Anywhere. You name it, I'm out. I don't want to be going back to Philly." Just yesterday, he reports back to camp because he's afraid he's going to lose out on all of his money. So he reports to camp, but then he's completely created a big old rift in the whole entire locker room, I bet, even though despite numerous reports saying, no, we forgive him.
Yeah.
That's just for the media.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
I'm just kind of curious if Ben Simmons is actually going to return, stay in Philadelphia, if he's going to move to a different place, or what's the case there. Simmons is, I don't know, it's just a controversial figure right now because he's kind of sucked in the recent
Yeah,
season.
I really don't. So people in Philly hate this dude. From the things I see on Twitter, people hate Ben Simmons. People in Philly hate him.
When you flat out say you don't want to play for a city, that's going to sting people wrong.
Oh, absolutely. And don't get me wrong, I'm not a big, Philly guy myself, but
No. Hey, sorry from anybody from Philly, but
just not a huge Philly sports guy. I'm not.
Yeah,
but this guy had oozing. He was oozing of talent. He was a #1 pick, was he not?
Yeah.
And
oozing of talent, had all these things going right for him, and I feel like he just got a little too.
What was this? Do you know on the top?
Backlash of performing poorly.
Yeah. I was gonna ask if you knew his stats on the top of your head.
Not off the top of my head.
Like a slash line last year.
The slash line last year wasn't horrible, but the thing is, his playoffs was so bad. He passed up on wide open layups because he was afraid to shoot the ball. What NBA All-Star is afraid to shoot a layup?
I was gonna say, yeah, especially nowadays too. I mean, just a layup itself, but shoot the ball. Period. What kind of NBA All-Star is nervous to do that?
It's just a big old mess considering Embiid's looking the best he's ever looked in his career. So it just stinks for Philadelphia. If you trade him, you can't get anything for him, despite the fact Philadelphia still thinks they can get All-Star stuff from it.
No way. I think.
Oh, I know.
That is like the worst thing you want to hear as a sports owner, I believe, is as soon as you hear "I don't want to play for blank" from a player's mouth, their trade value plummets because most owners are just going to wait around and be like, all right, we're just going to wait and see how this goes, and they're just going to wait till you cut him, and I'm just going to come in and pick him up.
They're basically begging you come and do it private, and you don't announce it public, like in the past with Anthony Davis or you know what I mean. They hope they do it private, like how Paul George did to the
Clippers. So Ben Simmons, his slash line last year, he averaged 14.3 points, 7.2 rebounds, and 6.9 assists per game.
Which is a solid NBA player.
I really like the assist.
But he's on a max contract almost.
Is he really?
That's not max. Yeah, that's not max money. You know what I mean? That's not max.
No, absolutely not. I didn't
No,
know
I
that
know.
what she was making.
Oh, he's making the big dollars, so it's kind of harder to trade the contract too.
Yeah,
So kind of
14.
balance stuff.
Yeah, 14, 7, and 6 is definitely not max contract
That
worthy at all.
I don't know if it is but it's like just shy of it. It's something ridiculous though. Still, where you're just like, whoa.
Right.
And
That's
Ben
just
Simmons
nuts.
is complaining right now that Philly's gonna pay him.
Oh.
Like, yeah, grow up, man. You're making big bank. I don't care if the situation stinks for you.
Exactly. It's just that's very. I don't know. I don't know how to think about it.
It's
Um.
just it's the modern NBA where the players control where they want to go.
Right. Exactly. If you had to pick one team, what team fits would benefit having Ben Simmons on their roster?
That's the struggle I don't think most do, because he's a very you got to have shooters around him. That's the biggest struggle. So
Mm-hmm.
wherever he ends up going, he's gonna need to have shooters. I don't see a team that's a perfect fit for him, honestly. I could easily see a small market team like, say, the Sacramento Kings trying to make a play for him
Yeah.
to dump contracts in return, hopefully, like Buddy Hields. But
Right.
if
I
that's the
can.
case, regardless, is though, if you have Ben Simmons on your team, you need to surround him with ton, a ton of shooters, and
Right.
play him at the high post like how the Nuggets do with Jokic. You gotta let the offense go through the high post with him, and it's hard to do that in Philadelphia with Embiid, who's gonna command that area.
Right. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, great
Just
point.
anywhere if you have a lot of shooters. Oh, actually, controversial opinion. I don't think he would, but he could play like a Draymond Green role for the Warriors.
Really?
Yeah, I think he could be like a Draymond Green
What's up
for
with
a team.
Draymond?
Oh, I'm just saying,
Oh, so
Draymond's
you're just
perfectly
giving like
fine.
a two-person Draymond?
Hypothetical. Like I'm giving you a hypothetical. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like he should be playing that type of role. He shouldn't be an all-star type. He should be playing that type of
Just kind of the supporting cast.
supporting cast starter who's going to get a lot of assists and he's going to make his shots up close when he gets them.
Right.
Simple as that. He's going to play solid.
Okay. All right. That's pretty. Anything else you want to say on the Ben Simmons topic?
Not that I can think of. That pretty much sums it up. I'm just kind of curious to see what ends up happening there. The relationship actually gets repaired, or if he gets dumped off for next to nothing.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see too. I mean, I just Philly kind of doesn't deserve this, you know. I feel they, you know, they've for their basketball team wise, they've suffered enough heartbreak. You know, they finally have a
Yeah.
team together. Let's get it going, and now just more dysfunction is happening there. It's just kind of just like, you know, what can happen, you know.
They were so good, and then last year they did so poor moves.
Yeah, yeah, they
They just did
very
lot of
underachieved last year.
moves.
I
I
think
just,
who
they
is
got
Doc Rivers? Doc Rivers is their head coach, right?
yeah. They
They,
just need shooters, and they only got like one shooter.
you got to think in like the next 2 or 3 years, they don't win a title. That window is shut, right?
I don't think title, but you got to go to the Eastern Conference Finals at least once or twice, and then the window is shut. Yeah, but I'm saying Doc Rivers is gone, and if he doesn't make the Eastern Conference Finals this year or next
This
year,
season. It's a bold statement.
bold
All
statement,
right.
But
Now on to the MLB postseason, baby. Love it. Last night, Thursday night, the Dodgers took, thanks to Cody Bellinger, they move on. They are now going to face the Braves in Atlanta starting tomorrow, Saturday. Tonight, we have the Red Sox and Astros. I'm excited. Red Sox knocked off the Yankees and Rays to start off their postseason runs. The Astros knocked off the Chicago White Sox. And then, I don't know. Marshall, what's your predictions for the rest of this postseason?
first off, I gotta say it looks like Bellinger's actually playing Bellinger baseball again for the
Oh,
first
man.
time this year. He was hitting like 160 coming into this.
He was
and now
bad.
he's actually,
A terrible regular season for
and
Bellinger.
now he's finally playing baseball again
Yes.
instead of like cricket or something.
Right. I don't know what was wrong with Bellinger going on this season. I don't know if it was all mental or it was the whole, you know,
All
not
the
having a
injuries.
full off season. He did pop out his shoulder during the NLCS Game 7 of last year. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it is nice to see, because you never want to see, like, I know we don't like the Dodgers, none of us do, but,
No, you're listening right now. You don't like the Dodgers.
no, none of us do. But it's just you never want to see a player do poorly, and especially a player like Cody Bellinger. I like Cody Bellinger. I think his swing is magnificent. He's a great dude. He's hilarious. He always looks stoned out of his mind. How can you not like that kind of player? And it's just and it's just nice to see him doing well again.
The only reason it'd be kind of funny if Dodgers won it all is Albert Pujols getting another ring.
You know what? Actually, for my childhood trauma with Albert Pujols, I don't want him to win another ring.
I know. I know.
So how about no? I'll have to take a hard pass on that.
It's on that one. Okay.
Speaking of childhood traumas, Cubs did sign signed to the GM today. They signed Andrew Hawkins from Cleveland, assistant GM from them. I'm not surprised
they took the assistant GM. So heads up now, you're gonna have a low payroll like us.
Oh, absolutely, probably. I agree. Yeah.
Welcome to the lowest payroll.
I can't wait. Okay. I can't wait.
It's okay.
You know, we'll both suck, and we'll.
You're gonna pay no one.
Tickets are gonna be cheap. I'm excited.
Hey! All-Star break's gonna come around. You're gonna be like 5 games out, and you're gonna go. We're already the lowest payroll in the league. Let's still get lower.
I can't wait.
That's a good idea.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. But anyways, back on the topic of the postseason. I would have to go with my predictions probably wise. I'm going off biasy of what I just want to watch. So give me Dodgers Astros World Series one more time. Let me see it one more time. Let me see a 7-game series for these guys, and it's going to be fantastic.
That's what I think will happen.
Yeah.
What I want to happen is
it's Braves Red Sox.
The Red Sox. And I want the Braves to do it all because everyone's counting the Braves out.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Everyone's counting the Braves out, rightfully so.
You know what? I think even if the Braves, I didn't even think when Acuna went down, I didn't even think they were going to make the postseason. To do what they have done with all their injuries and make it to the League Championship Series, that's a win already. So, round of applause for the Atlanta Braves. I mean, they did fantastic. I can't believe they made it.
Same time, shout out to the Philadelphia Phillies wasting Bryce Harper's season. Shout out to the Mets just screwing it up. That's why the Braves are here, baby. The Braves owe them a big thank you for screwing up what seemed so obvious.
Oh, man. That just reminds me. I had two futures bets to begin the offseason. One was the Cubs to make the postseason. And the Mets to win the World Series. And they didn't even make the postseason.
Oh, jeez.
I took that solely on value and just because I thought at the time the Mets would make more moves. And it was also a move that I picked them to win that before the Lindor trade did go down. So I was once the Lindor trade happened, I was so happy. I thought they were going to keep going. And then they kind of did. You know, at the trade deadline, they acquired Javi Baez. Yeah.
Too bad Jock Peterson's having a bigger playoff performance.
He always does. It's Jocktober. It's Jocktober.
It's Jocktober.
When does he not? You know?
Funny. Larry's cracking me up.
I can't believe that they didn't have Jock in the starting lineup for game 1 and game 2. They were starting. Who were they starting over him?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I don't know. But he wasn't starting. I know that. He came in as a pinch hitter and hit a home run though. Because
that's what he does.
It's Jocktober.
It's Jocktober. He's gonna hit homers.
Yeah. So
Jock Peterson, if you want to come on the podcast,
I would love to have Jock Peterson.
Explain Jocktober to us.
At this point, I would love to have anybody on the podcast.
I'll take the water boy for the team. Probably got some inside scoops, man.
He probably does. You know, it would be a great interview with him. I would love to do that. If you are the Braves water boy, for some reason you looked up Degenerates and the Nosebleeds podcast and you are listening right now, please come on the show because I would love to give you an interview.
Love to give you an interview. Give us the ins and outs.
Yes, of the Braves locker room.
Who likes the water warm? Who likes it cold? We want to know.
We want to know. We do. I do. Would you not want to know? I mean, I want to know people who are drinking room temp water on that logout. In that dugout.
Oh yeah. There's probably someone who doesn't even drink water on the team. We don't even know that.
Jeez. So you think Dodgers, Astros.
I think Dodgers, Astros,
Who's winning it all then?
but I think Dodgers.
You think Dodgers
I think,
repeat?
yeah,
I'm on the same boat
too
with you.
much fire.
I
Too much
tweeted out today.
firepower.
Yeah, I
Too
tweeted out
much
today.
fire.
Dodgers gonna repeat.
It's so sad.
It is.
It's so sad.
I don't like it at
I mean,
all.
I like individual players on the team. I just hate the team as a whole.
Right. Yeah.
It's gonna be them, but I do think the Red Sox Astros series is gonna be the more fun series to watch.
Absolutely. Because
It's gonna be a
everyone's
lot more
expecting.
runs.
Everyone's just
A lot of
expecting the
runs.
Dodgers to keep going. They're not really. The Braves, congratulations. You guys made it to the league championship series, but now you're taking on a 106-win team, and you're.
Yeah. Good luck, bud.
But also, yeah, thank you for knocking out the Brewers, too. Thank you. I really appreciate you guys doing that. You guys did your job. You did your job. And now time to maybe lose this series in 5 games and then go off and go do some, I don't know, winter activities for the off season. I don't know what you guys do. Skiing, snowboarding. Don't get hurt,
Don't play with drones, anyone.
I was going to say golf, but, I can't really golf in the winter.
Word of advice, whoever makes the World Series, just don't play with drones.
Just don't play. Jesus, Marshall.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it. It can cost you. That's all I gotta say. Just don't play with drones.
Stay away from the drones.
Stay away from the drones, kids, if you're gonna be a professional baseball player. Just do it.
All right. One more question for the MLB postseason. I'm going to let you go. How about who's going to win MVP, World Series MVP?
Trey Turner's gonna kill it.
Trey Turner.
He's gonna have a buttload of hits with no home runs. Buttload of hits.
I say he has 1 home run.
No,
But I'm not going Trey Turner. I don't think it's Trey Turner.
No, I don't either. It's the first one that popped in my mind.
It was Seager last year, wasn't it?
I don't know. It could be.
It was Seager.
It's hot right now. It could be Wilson.
Because I remember the Manfred interview with Seager after the World Series.
Got too much firepower, man. It could be any of them.
But if you guys aren't doing anything after the podcast, please go watch this YouTube video. Look up Rob Manfred's interview with Corey Seager of the MVP Award Trophy presentation. Manfred's drunk off his ass or something. He's in. I don't know. I can't say the word.
He had a little bit of what Bellinger was having.
Yes, not a little bit, a lot. He ate about maybe 3 or 4 brownies before he came down there, because that dude was slurring.
Cody's his dealer.
That's probably how he got it. He probably confiscated Bellinger's stuff, and then he ate all.
That's why Bellinger sucked up until the postseason.
That's right. Yeah, he didn't have his fucking weed.
Conspiracy theories 101.
Yeah, Bellinger was banned from weed because Manfred stopped him before game. What was it? Game 5 last year in the World Series. When did they win it? Game 5, Game 6.
I don't know. I forget completely.
I know it didn't go 7.
No, all I remember is Justin Turner having to be pulled from the game.
That was all. He got COVID, pulled from the game,
came back out
and then he comes back out and celebrates. He's in the front row of the picture, the team picture. He's in the front row.
Round of applause, MLB, man. Great job. Great job.
Okay. Let's keep it moving. Let's go on to the NHL. NHL season started this week. It's back. Hockey's back. It's on ESPN. It's on the worldwide leader of sports now. Mixed feelings about it, but whatever. Let's go ahead and get off our NHL season predictions. Starting off with the Hart Memorial Trophy, which is the MVP of the NHL. Who's winning it, Marshall? Who's winning that? Who's taking it home this year?
Austin Matthews.
I got that too. I got Austin Matthews as well.
Taking it home.
I can easily.
But can I make a prediction?
Go ahead.
Get knocked out first round though.
That's a very common prediction there, Marshall. I really like it.
Get knocked out first round. Have a good regular season, but get knocked out first round. Can't do it. Can't do it again.
First round.
First round exit. Sorry.
I do like Austin Matthews. I could see McDavid probably repeating as well, but I would
Oh, I
go.
know.
I'd
I want to
go
mix it up
Matthews.
though. I want Matthews to do it. I just don't like the same. I don't know.
Yeah. What about your Calder Cup trophy, man? The Rookie of the Year.
Me, man.
What'd you
That
say?
could be anyone. It's me, man. That could be anyone.
Oh, I got
I
Cole
feel like
Caulfield, baby. Cole Caulfield from
that
Montreal.
it could, yeah, I could see it happening. I don't know.
That
I
kid's
just feel like
amazing.
rookie of the year in hockey compared to most sports is tougher to tell.
Oh yeah, because you never know who's gonna get called up, who's gonna play. You know, it's a tough
That's
one
tough.
to gauge and kind of get an eye test to see who will win that. The Norris Trophy going up to the best defenseman.
Ooh, I didn't have time to think about this one. This one's tough. Shoot. What do you got first? 'Cause I need a
I'm going
second
with the
to think.
brand new man who just signed an 8-year, $76 million contract with the Boston Bruins, Charlie McAvoy. Give it to him. I think he's a top 5 defenseman already. He's got the price tag to match that now. He had a great press conference today too, when they asked him what he would be doing with the money. He said his first purchase is going to be a bunch of dog treats and biscuits for his dog. So that's fantastic. I love that already. I think he's going to win the Norris Trophy though. He's slowly been gradually getting better, and now he's finally top 5 after last season. I think this is his year to finally take that home.
Yeah, my first thought was just because the inner Tampa Bay Lightning fan was wanting Hedman to do it.
Yeah, I
You
knew
know
you were
what I
going to
mean?
say it. Yeah, I knew you were going to say maybe
That's what
Victor
I was
Hedman.
thinking, but I didn't want to say it because of the bias. You know what I mean?
I understand.
But Hedman was my initial thought. You never know though; someone could surprise you.
Yeah.
Shout out to your Blackhawks. Jones is pretty solid.
Jones is and that's the thing is
I don't know.
$9.5 million annual average or average annual value for Charlie McAvoy for the next few years is a lot. That's usually what hockey teams spend on their top forwards, and
Yeah.
it's starting. The Seth Jones reset that whole market this offseason.
Yeah, he did.
He of his contract now, and now all like Jack Fox from New York. He's gonna get a lot of money. I think he's from New York. I think I messed that up.
Yeah, could be.
I think he's on the Rangers though. There's a lot of things happening in the hockey offseason.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
We're hockey fans. We're hockey fans, but we're not great hockey fans.
Yes, Vizina Trophy. I mispronounced that. It's the best goalie. Speaking of Tampa bias, I have it down. Andre Vasilevsky is going to win it. It's just he should have won it last year. Fleury, I think he got snubbed big time last year. I think Vasilevsky
Lightning are off to a horrible start, but yes, I think he'll rebound and be fine.
What are you talking about? They came back from being down 6-3, third period, ended up winning in overtime, 7-6.
I know. I just still have scars from the first game. Okay. It still hurts. Okay.
Yeah, that first game was tough. And
it was tough.
What's up with you guys making historical comebacks on Detroit? I'm tired of seeing it.
Detroit sucks.
Detroit sucks.
Next question.
Here we go. Let's go to the divisions. The divisions now. Who's winning the Metropolitan?
My gut says Pittsburgh, but I'm gonna be bold here. Carolina's gonna do it.
That's who I got, baby. I got Carolina.
Let's go.
Let's
Carolina.
go.
I got Carolina leading.
I got Carolina as well.
Yeah,
Atlantic. This should probably be an easy one. Still, I'd even ask who's winning the Atlantic division.
Atlantic division.
Tampa.
I want to say the Lightning. I want to, but something tells me they're gonna finish second this year because they're gonna get sloppy.
That whole new third line does need to find the chemistry. They need to find who they want in that third line as well, and what gels perfectly with it.
I think they're gonna get sloppy this year a little bit.
I agree.
I don't see them winning it again.
That's so tough. When you have a winning team, and especially in hockey, it is so hard to keep that team together because everyone's gonna want out and they're gonna want more money.
No, you know what I'm gonna say? Toronto's gonna win it, knocked out first round. No.
I was very tempted to have Toronto. So Toronto's winning the Atlantic.
Toronto. But they're knocked out first round, baby.
Central Division. Central Division should be an easy one too. I got Colorado. I got the Avalanche.
Yeah, that's no brainer in my
They
opinion.
kind of,
and it's too good, man.
They dog walked my Hawks on Wednesday. It was bad. I didn't like it.
But out of any team, it's like, okay, it's them. You got dog walk vibes.
Yeah, exactly. And it was the first game of the season. I'm all right with it. Pacific. Who you got in the Pacific Division, Marsh?
Okay, I want the Kraken because I think it'd be
Oh,
hilarious
absolutely.
to
You
piss
want
off
that.
everyone.
Yes.
I want the Kraken. I don't think it will be the
No.
Kraken.
First win last night against Nashville.
Yeah, it's tough though. 'Cause I keep debating in the Pacific, in my opinion. So I feel like Edmonton's gonna surprise some people this year.
Yeah.
But Vegas is always Vegas too. I don't know. It's as long as
I got Vegas.
surprised you don't have the Canucks.
Shut up. I'm not even gonna pay that fucking comment any attention. Out of the West, who's making it to the Stanley Cup?
Colorado. Colorado gets it done this year.
I got Colorado as well.
They get it done this year. They finally sort things out. They get it done. Simple as that.
Who's coming out of the East?
I'm going back to Carolina.
Let's go, Carolina! Let's go! I'm going with the team.
I like their team from what I've watched.
I'm going with the team who's going to finish probably second in their division because they're not going to win it. I'm going Boston, baby. Boston's coming out of the East. And guess who's winning the cup? I got Boston as well, baby. Bruins, the gold and black. They're winning it all this year. It's going to happen.
Bias.
A little bias, but I mean, I got Boston. Boston's my pick. Lock it in. It's going to happen.
Definitely no Boston Bruins sports writers here.
Definitely not in the room. Yeah, there's no Boston Bruins sports writers out here, or whatever. Okay, now to our favorite segment. I didn't have a picture for this because we haven't made it yet, but we are doing big segment on the show called $5 to Glory. Both me and Marshall are starting with $5 in our bank, and we're gonna place bets. Is it just one of us, or are we both doing it?
Together. We're a team here.
We're a team? Okay. Only one of us is going to have $5 in a bank.
Both of us.
And we're going to try to make that $5 into $1 million. Off sports betting. Absolutely. So we got $5 to work with. I am already starting. I'm throwing $1, and I love this pick just on value alone. And I know you're not going to like it. I got the Arizona Cardinals because they're underdogs. You can get them right now at FanDuel at plus 138. I'm taking them. I got the Arizona Cardinals to win outright money line, $1, and that is going to win a total of $1.38. They got Cleveland. It's in Cleveland.
I'm going to back you. I think I'm going to back you.
I do too, especially with the news of Chubb being out. So
that is a big. We're gonna go. Watch it the 1 week we go the Cardinals. They screw up.
I know.
They look good all year.
Yeah. I've told myself at the beginning of the year, every time I can get Arizona as an underdog and at plus money to win at money line, I'm gonna take it. It's an easy. They can win any game they play in. So.
We'll see you back next week, guys, where we lose. Start a new series of $5 to Glory because we lose all 5 weeks.
We lose all $5. Another one. I got. No. What's that?
No, I just see it happening, man.
Oh yeah, we got $5 are just gone. I got $1 on this one too. Another underdog. This one I really like as well. Chargers are visiting Baltimore. They got the Chargers as a 2.5 point underdog. You get them at right now at plus 120 to win. I'm taking that. I'm sorry. Marshall, any input
I don't
on
know
this one?
On that one. That one's it's risky considering we're beginning stages.
See, I agree, but here's the thing.
Man.
Here's the thing. The Chargers. So the Ravens were down 22-3 at home against Indy. If they find themselves
as the Chargers.
Exactly. If they find themselves in that same predicament, the Chargers will finish that game.
Yeah, but I think they know they're playing the Chargers and they're not going to let that happen.
I think they do. I like this Chargers team. I think they go far. I think they
All
have.
right, there goes the second dollar.
But I think they have a great chance to make a postseason. I think they have a great chance to win the division.
Be right. I hope.
I love their
I really
coach
like
too.
the Chargers this year. I really do like the Chargers.
Too. I really love their coach.
I'm rooting for them to go far.
Now, we got $3 left to play with, and I'm trying to think of plays I can make.
You want to go a different sport?
We go a different sport. What sport are you thinking? College?
Let's go college football. Has you got anything interesting college football wise? Gonna sneak up on some.
I'm looking at all games right now. Oh no, I'm looking at featured. I think we got IU and Michigan State this weekend.
That's not gonna be that interesting.
Florida LSU is a 12 o'clock kickoff. I'm just looking through these games.
At the schedules.
Right. There's nothing that's jumping out. Maybe Alabama, Mississippi State. Not even. No, that's not even that good of a game. What is like?
What's the spread? What's the spread between TCU Oklahoma? What's
13.5 Oklahoma.
Be like TCU might cover it.
Really? 13.5?
Oklahoma's switching quarterbacks again. It's not certain.
Are they starting Rattler?
No, I think they're gonna start Williams.
Good. I like Williams a lot.
I know, but I guess we'll go back to the NFL. There's nothing there that screams.
There's not. What is the primetime game this Saturday?
It's gotta be. Oh, dude, it's definitely the best game in my opinion. Is the Kentucky-Georgia game.
Georgia's gonna dog walk them.
I know, but it'll be funny to see 11th ranked undefeated Kentucky just get spanked. In my opinion.
I mean, really, what's the primetime game? Ole Miss, Tennessee.
Oh, you got the. Was it? Do they have Oklahoma State, Texas this week?
Yeah, they do. But that's at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it's not a primetime game, but they'll still think it'll be.
That's at noon. That'll probably be the big noon game on Fox. What is this primetime game? Like, is it Ole Miss, Tennessee? Is it Iowa State, Kansas State? Like, what is it? North Carolina, Boston College? Like, there's.
Oh, that's the one. That's the one.
It probably is.
No, there's no true primetime game. I just see the ESPN games now.
Yeah, I'm not. There's really nothing that's jumping out on me for that. You want to bet a little bit on NBA preseason?
No, it's preseason. They're playing scrubs. All right, time out. We're gonna have a PSA here. If you're an idiot who bets on anything preseason, don't. Just
Why not?
don't.
Why?
It's preseason. You know how easy it could be for someone to go, I don't feel like playing the third and fourth, and you lose your money.
Hey,
it is so
you can say whatever you want, man. I made a lot of money during the NFL preseason this preseason.
Of course you did, you
It was so fantastic. I would do nothing. They had the over-under total so much. I would just bet the under every time. The under hit like every single time. Just because, it's just like, they're not going to put up points. So we got $3 still to mess with. I'm thinking about making just a big teaser and just putting the rest of the $3 on it.
Oh boy. All right, we'll do that. We'll do it. $3 on something. What do we want on 3?
Okay, so I'm going.
Go home.
Let me tease this down. Let me see what we can create here. So if anyone's listening to the podcast, and let me explain that, if no one knows what a teaser is. So basically what a teaser is instead of doing a parlay and taking the spreads or the over-under totals, you are adding 6.5 points, 7.5 points, and more to that total of the spread that it's given. So I can take the Colts minus 10, and I can add 6.5 points to that. So now it's now going to be Colts minus 4.5 or 3.5. Yeah. So that just makes it so it makes your bet. Obviously, the odds are going to lower, but it just makes it sure that your bet kind of makes it more of a reachable kind of make.
Yeah, I get you. Tough though. Oh, just as I fill time while you search up and talk your thing.
Oh yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah. I know it's too early. Put your money on Jordan Spieth to finish top 4 guaranteed this weekend.
Jordan Spieth finished top 4 guaranteed this weekend. Why is that, Marsh?
Guaranteed. He's already sitting in second. He's in prime position. I don't know if they still offer odds for it, but he's going to definitely finish in the top.
I'm looking right now.
I'm assuming usually it's top 1.
I'm
They
assuming
could
they
easily come
didn't.
back and take number 1 overall. Spieth is just sneakily sitting there.
Yeah. I think he could only take to win.
That sucks.
Spieth's
I
odds
hate
right
that
now
one.
are at plus 600.
Nah.
We could go
It's
with the
gone.
all famous, Tony Finau. He's at plus 21,000.
Yeah, but look where he's at right now. That's why. Well, we could do a joke bet where we spend like $1 every week on.
Where's my boy Matt Wolf? Where's Matt Wolf? How did he fit? Did he win last week?
Nope.
Oh, Jesus.
Finished like 4th, something like that.
I don't even see Wolf on here. Is he gonna get cut?
Hey, big golf fans here at the Degenerates of the Nose.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Hey, big whatever sport you name it, we're there. Aussie football, we're there. You name it, we're there.
Jesus.
Hey, if you want us to talk about us, let us know in the comments.
What was that?
Whatever sport they want us to talk about, just
let us know. I'll research a bunch of weird sports and we'll talk about them. Why not?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I don't care. Just let us know what you want to know.
Jeez.
All right.
I'm trying to pick
What's your?
I got one more game. I got one more game to kind of. I'm hunting. I'm hunting right now as we speak. Should have done this before the show started, but
That's the whole fun of it. It's
absolutely.
Degenerates.
All right, we're gonna rock.
Nosebleeds.
So we got this teaser at 6.5 points. I'm adding 6.5 points to it. It's now at plus 290. So I'm taking the Colts. So this is with the 6.5 points already added on. So now I'm gonna have the Colts minus 3.5 over Houston. Green Bay Packers plus 0.5. So basically all they have to do is win the game against the Bears. I got the Chargers plus 9 against the Ravens, so they can win or lose by 8. I'm taking the Rams minus 1.5 against the Giants. And then I got the Cowboys plus 3 against the New England Patriots. How we liking it? $3 to win $8.
Let's go.
Let's go. I like it. That's our $5. There's our whole $5 bank. You know what? We're gonna come back on
And if you're betting along
Monday.
with us, if you're betting along with us at home, I'm sorry.
Yeah, please don't. Yeah, take everything what I do with a grain of salt because I am not the best gambler. There's a lot of people you should move on to. And speaking of, actually, we just had a line change. The Rams. I don't know why this line's changing. It was Rams minus 10 earlier in the week. It's now at Rams minus 7.5. So it's dropping points like a lot. I don't know why it's moving. Huh.
To admit something.
I didn't put the $3 in yet on that bet, so now it's gonna be Rams minus 1 instead of minus 2, I think. What was that? Or minus 1.5. Moved another half point while we were talking here. So yeah, I like those bets. Also, yeah, please don't take any bets I take. Just don't.
Don't do your own research.
But yeah, by Monday we're gonna hit every bet we do. I'm just gonna say that right now. Every bet.
We just don't want
hit.
you to do it, so
I don't want that on my conscience. I don't want that on my We're gonna. I mean, it's gonna hit. I'm just telling you guys, it's gonna hit now. But I just don't want you guys doing it. Yeah, we're gonna have about $10 when we come back on Monday. That $5 to glory is gonna be $10 to glory.
Hey, Lawrence, I hate to pick pause, but I think it's poop break.
Yeah.
Is that good? Let's do it real quick.
All right, that is going to be the end of the first episode of the Degenerates in the Nosebleed podcast. I hope everyone enjoyed listening. Again, join us Monday with your host. I am Lawrence Wondowski, beat writer for the Boston Sports Wave for the Boston Bruins, and I am joined with my best friend for life, Marshall Bears, who streams on Twitch. Watch his streams. The Mad Bear, right?
Yeah. And
link will be in the description for both those websites and the streams.
Just check the stuff out, and if you leave a like, subscribe if you want. If not, tell us why not.
All right, I hope everyone have a great weekend. Please bet responsibly. We'll see you guys Monday.